Hello, this is Steve David Kozich, Chief Spiritual Officer for the LoveMakers Foundation, a cutting-edge 501c3 spiritual organization whose purpose is to bring love to the world and move the paradigm from fear to love. But just as importantly, we're here to bring love to each and every person here on the planet to help them and help you go on that path to becoming love and becoming perhaps absolute love. Spiritually connecting with all that is. I have a very, very unique love message today. Deborah and I are going to try something new as we broadcast from Las Vegas, Nevada. And that is, we have a slideshow for you, which will also be available if you contact us through our website. But today we're going to partner my love message with a slideshow. So we'll see how that goes. It's there for you. If you're on a YouTube video, of course, you can go back to it. You can put it on pause. You can take notes. Or you can just email us and we'll send you the entire show. But today's talk is the universal power of love. I've been wanting to do this talk for some time. In fact, I've talked a lot about this and the universal power of love because I know and feel and have transformed into the knowledge that love is the absolute way to connect with my higher self, to connect with God. And so when we talk about the universal power of love, which is the love message title, what we're talking about is just the power of love and spreading love from you to the entire planet, to the entire universe. God is love, and anyone who lives in love lives in God, and God lives in them. 1 John 4:16 of the New Testament. That's what it's all about, because when you become aware of love and experience love and go through that process of the different phases of love that I've laid out for you on many occasions, and you are living in love and doing your best to live in love and doing your best to find self-love and doing your best to give unconditional love, what happens is the world opens up. And what happens is when the world starts opening up and a few people start living in love, in universal love, what happens is that the society and the world changes to the unifying force of love, which is the most powerful force in the world. Rumi, the great Sufi poet, wrote, "Love is the bridge between you and everything." And Martin Luther King said, hey, love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. What happens is, today is June 6th, 2025. It's the anniversary of D-Day, when the Allies invaded Europe and the Normandy coast to start the process of eliminating Adolf Hitler and the Nazi regime. That happened because of love. The love of freedom. The love of helping people at their core essence. But war doesn't stamp out the evil. Only love can do that. And still in the world we have elements of that evil. But I will say this, when you live in love, love is going to spread like a wildfire. LoveMakers Foundation, we're here at the cutting edge of the love revolution because love transcends culture, religion, language, and it connects all people. Love is universal. And I'm going to talk about 4 basic things. Love heals, unites, empowers, and transforms. Love is the way. Love heals. Where there is love, there is life. And where there is life, there is love. That's the reverse Gandhi quote. But when you learn to live with compassion, to care about other people, when you learn and make it your daily regimen to be kind, And again, being love and on that pathway of love, it doesn't mean you're weak. But being kind is not being weak. Forgiving others is not being weak. Being thankful is not being weak. It opens up your consciousness to all that is. Now, science has shown that love reduces stress and promotes well-being. But I'm here to tell you it's a lot more than that. It's a lot more. Think about the greatest moments in your life, and you're going to tie it into either a passion. It's going to be connected to love, isn't it? But know that love heals. Whether you're doing it through prayer or through meditation or through light energy like we do here at LoveMakers Foundation, you will be healed. And part of the reason you will be healed is because of the absolute freedom of love. Now, secondly, love unites. Just think if the entire world lived in love. Wow. As Maya Angelou wrote, love recognizes no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope. But let's just cut it up. Love has no barriers, does it? Love is the bridge to all that is. Love is the commonality of all people. And if we look at love, what we find is the reason love is powerful is because it goes beyond your ego. It goes beyond yourself. It connects you with your highest self. And examples, for example, the civil rights movement, freedom to just be equal. It goes to, an example is Nelson Mandela, who was in prison, I believe, for 27 years, gets out, and he unified South Africa. He wasn't bitter. I mean, how can that happen? 27 years in prison. He comes out and he leads South Africa to his greatest unity. That's love. That's an example of what the power of love is. The problem is most people, and I'm not going to, I think my love makers, you guys are on the road. The people watching this video are on the road. The problem is people don't make love their main paradigm for living. They live in a fear materialistic paradigm. Love is a choice. Love is an interfaith dialogue. Love is humanity at its best. So think about how love unites you, but it does more than just unite others. It unites yourself, it unites your consciousness. And once you do unite your consciousness, the only thing that's left is courage. Now, love is powerful. David Viscott, the psychologist, wrote, "To love and be loved is to feel the sun from both sides." Love is going to, living in love is going to give you courage. And the reason is, once you're aware of the power of love, and then you find a passion, and then you start living with kindness, compassion, gratitude, the courage comes because you're connecting with all that is. I said at the very beginning, when 1 John, God lives in you. That's 1 John. God lives in you. And once God lives in you and you realize that is what it is, because Jesus did say, the kingdom of heaven is within. Once you realize that, recognize and realize that, start living that, guess what? There's no more fear. Fear disappears. There's only you. There's only you and your God consciousness, the Christ consciousness. That's all that's left. And when that's all that's left, what happens? You create, you have courage, you have leadership, you have resilience. Nothing in life in this dimension can bother you because your consciousness is greater than anything that can possibly happen here on earth. So love is powerful. Believe me, I know. And we invite you through prayer and our love counseling to experience the power of love. And of course, we use that light energy to expand your power. Now, finally, love transforms. Gandhi also wrote, "Love is the strongest force in the world possesses, and yet it's also humble." The reason love is humble is because there's no ego. When you're filled with love, and again, you look at compare this to the Buddhist philosophy. Give up all desire, you have enlightenment. You have the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path. But basically what happens is you eliminate desire and clear your consciousness to absorb all that is. Now, in our formula, and when we look at love and absolute love, it's different. We're here to fully engage in love. But what happens is you lose your ego anyway. Because you're so filled with love that the ego disappears. That's why it's strong. You have no ego left. Therefore, there's no fear. There's only power and a direct pathway to God. That's it. It's pure power. You're just a vessel of love. You're allowing infinite love, absolute love to fulfill you, to go through you, to inhabit your consciousness. That's all it is. And once you experience it, and it's hard to explain the power that you feel when you experience it and the transformation that happens. Because once you become absolute love, you have arrived. Because your energy becomes not transcendent, and it becomes very pervasive in your life internally and externally in this dimension. To quote Corinthians, let all be done in love. Let all be done in love. It's not just a feeling. You can make a choice to love. We don't need more power and wealth and ego in this world. All we need is love. That's the Beatles song, right? All we need is love. As I have on the last slide, when you look at this last slide, reflect on how you can embody love more fully in your daily life. Think about love and love in your life, how it works. But think about the paradigm of love. Just don't think about that superficial nature of romantic love. Go beyond that. Because love is the universal force, the divine imperative, the essence of all that is good. It is the heartbeat of existence, the light in the darkness. And as the Apostle Paul said, love endures. But let us not just speak of love. Let's start loving. Let love permeate your consciousness. Embody love in your thoughts, actions, and speech. Go out there and know love is the way. Dear God, this moment, we bring love, absolute love, unconditional love, self-love, passion, love consciousness, and an awareness of love into our lives this moment. And know, and I declare, that this love enhances our lives in every way. Through wealth, through health, relationships, through our work, through our love. Our lives are enhanced now. So we go in love this moment because we are love. So it is so. Amen. And I release these words into the universe now as absolute truth. So go in love. Love is universal, isn't it? Love does connect all religions, all people. But know one thing that's very important to me. You are love. So go in love and know that love is the way. Check out our website. Take a look at the PowerPoint. It's here for you. Deborah and I wanted you to have something in writing, something that you could use, something you can read. But you are love. Go in love. Have a great weekend. And be love.